So you figured it out. You can do some things. You just can't do all things. It's impossible to fit all of the things that you could possibly do into the box every single day. Some things are going to get lost. So you figured out that you need to really identify what are the things that are no-brainers, that are not negotiable, that you have to do in order to unfold your next level of greatness. So today we are going to spend just a few minutes talking about the 5 things that successful realtors do, and this also applies to people who are on their entrepreneurial journey in any industry, what they do every day in order to experience success. My name is Sherry Swift. I am a leadership coach, I'm a performance coach, and I am a real estate coach, and I have had the privilege and the honor for well over 20 years in helping other people to unfold their next level of greatness by becoming who they need to be in order to do all the things that they want to do and have all the things that they want to have. I believe that growth happens from the inside out. I believe that you need to become the person that is actually eligible for this opportunity first, and then that way all of your growth is going to be sustainable and it's going to be an amazing ride for you. But all the change happens first within you. You become the person that is actually eligible for this opportunity. So with that, let's talk today for just a few minutes about the 5 things that real estate agents do every day in order to experience success, and that will help you to focus your mind on the 20%. The 20% that actually creates the 80% outcome. Yeah, we're talking about the good old-fashioned Pareto principle. 20% of what you do is responsible for 80% of your outcome. Anyone who's heard me speak has heard me say multiple times, all time, it's not created equal. There are some things that are going to create a greater outcome for you. So the whole goal is to identify what are those non-negotiables? What are those 5 things that, no questions asked, I am always going to make sure to execute these 5 things. And if something has to fall off for the day that I'm not going to be able to complete, it's not going to be one of these 5 things. So let's talk about it. Number 1, we want to make sure that we understand that the first thing that every successful entrepreneur or real estate person does at the top of every day is they make a commitment to pour into themselves. Yeah, you got to refocus. You have to start with a full tank. Now that means something different to everybody. Some people starting on a full tank means to get up and go to the gym first, get up and exercise at home first. Some people starting on a full tank, that means that they're going to get up and meditate. They're going to get up and read their book a little bit. They're going to get up and study. They're going to get up and pray. They're going to get up and maybe pay attention to their vision board and re-identify with their big why and what was the reason that they started this in the first place. But every person who's experiencing success, they start their day by filling their tank up and by making sure that they have recommitted and refocused on their desired outcome. The second thing that every successful realtor or entrepreneur experiences and executes on a daily basis to continue to unfold success is they make sure that every day they are announcing their business. They create a minimum expectation for how many people they're going to announce their business to for that day and for every day for that matter. You know, how many people do I need to talk to every day? New contacts, announcing who I am and what it is that I do. So there is a minimum expectation and they walk into their day with that expectation. So let's just say I said, I'm going to talk to 10 new people every single solitary day about what it is that I do for a living. Every day, I'm going to introduce myself to 10 new people. Now understand, that might be a physical introduction, like I am going to physically be in a place and in a space where I can walk up to people and tell them who I am, execute my elevator speech and tell them who I am. Or it may be me sending 10 direct messages on LinkedIn or 10 direct messages on Facebook or on Instagram, announcing myself, just making sure that there are 10 new people in my space that didn't exist before I executed this or exercised this. Number 3, Every successful realtor or entrepreneur or startup is going to make sure that every single solitary day they create a space and a place where they can ask for the business. You see, there's a difference in announcing your business and asking for the business. You know, a lot of us think that as long as we're making noise and we're putting marketing pieces out and it looks amazing and we look amazing, that we're doing our part. But understand that the opportunity actually comes available and manifests when you actually ask people, is there anything that I can do for you? Do you know of anyone who I might be able to help or support? Would you be willing to give me an opportunity to talk to you about what it is that I do best? I'm asking for the business. I'm asking for your referrals. I am asking for your support, and I am creating an expectation that I want this from you. And I'm giving you an opportunity to say yes or no. This is the scariest part for so many people, but without this, so many people don't realize the opportunity. So many people don't realize success. It's almost like being really, really thirsty and saying, I am so thirsty, and walking up to the cabinet and grabbing a big old, glass that'll hold 8 ounces of water. And then you walk over to your refrigerator and you place it in the door of your refrigerator and you press the button to fill that glass with water. And then just when it is time for you to put the glass of water up to your mouth so that you can drink the water and remove any type of thirst that you have, you decide to sit that big old full glass of water down on the counter and walk away. See, that's what a lot of us are doing with our lead generation. We're spending so much time announcing our business in marketing and making sure that everyone knows who we are, but we're not going on further and asking for the opportunity, creating the expectation that if you have a real estate need, I expect you to call me. If you have a need in this area or this area, I'm looking for your support. If you hear someone talking about this or this and you know that this is what I do, I'm expecting that you'll send those people my way. You've got to ask for it or you. Number 4, every successful real estate agent, or for that matter, any entrepreneur that's building and scaling a business that has a physical space in place that it puts you in order to be successful, they make a commitment every single solitary day to find themselves in that space and place. So for realtors, they're going to make sure that they're going to be in a house every day. You know, it blows my mind every single time I hear someone say to me when I ask them, when's the last time you've been in a house? And they're like, oh, it's been 3 days, or it's been a week, or it's been 2 weeks. And I'm thinking to myself, help me to understand how it is that you specialize in this area, but you haven't found yourself inside of something like this in that period of time. So I'm going to encourage you, even if you don't have an appointment, even if you don't have a listing appointment or an appointment for a showing with a buyer, that you put yourself in that environment by scheduling showings, by creating preview opportunities. You know, you have to put yourself in it in order to make sure that you are of it. And you cannot learn it. You can't learn how to swim by being on the beach. You know, you can study, you can watch Michael Phelps for 3 or 4 or 5 hours for 2 weeks straight. There's only so many videos you can watch. There's only so many books you can read. At some point, you got to get in enough water where you could actually drown to make sure that you know how to swim. So throw your life preserver around you and get in there and make sure that you are learning by doing. And then finally, every successful realtor or entrepreneur or startup makes it a point to know what they're going to do the next day by the end of the day that they're in. They won't close the page on their planner. They won't close the book to their planner until they've looked forward to identify what their 20% is going to be for the next day. You see, if you make an intentional plan to look at who you're going to call tomorrow, who's due a call, where you're going to go to lead generate tomorrow, who you're showing tomorrow, what listing appointments you have tomorrow. Do you even have anything from a productivity perspective on the paper for tomorrow? Because if you don't, there's lots of other things that you need to do in order to manifest that. But you've got to look at the end of your day towards your next day and create an intentional plan so that you're not walking in cold. That saves you so much time so that you're not wasting time first thing in the morning trying to figure out what it is that you need to be doing with yourself, right? So I am so grateful for the opportunity to have this conversation with you here today. I hope that this fed you and that it fueled you and it helped you to recalibrate and to create intention in your head and in your heart and to get you even more excited about where it is that you're going. Listen, no matter where you are in the week or in the world, know that I am always here as a resource for you. Do me a favor and like and subscribe here to this channel and turn on the notifications so that whenever I am here in this space and sharing, that you'll know to join me here. It's my commitment to you to continue to provide value so that you can continue to unfold your next level of greatness. Make it a fantastic day. We'll see you next time.